Hello, friends. Today, we're diving into a significant historical event, the sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 10, 1912. This ship was the largest and most luxurious of its time, embarking on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England, to New York City. The Titanic carried a diverse group of passengers, including famous industrialists, actors, and hopeful immigrants seeking a better life in America. Captain Edward John Smith, age 62, led the ship, which was widely celebrated in the media for its grandeur. The Titanic was an engineering marvel, measuring about 269 meters long and 53 meters tall. It cost around $7.5 million to build, equivalent to about $400 million today. With lavish amenities that rivaled any five-star hotel, it featured stained glass, grand staircases, a heated swimming pool, and much more. Due to its advanced safety features, many believed the Titanic was unsinkable. The White Star Line, the company behind the ship, boasted about its safety. However, just 2 days into the voyage, on April 12th, the Titanic received its first ice warnings. The Atlantic Ocean was filled with icebergs, posing a significant threat. Despite receiving multiple warnings, the Titanic maintained its speed, traveling at 21.5 knots, about 40 km/h. On April 14th, as night fell, the moon was absent, making visibility poor. At 11:39 p.m., lookout Frederick Fleet spotted a massive iceberg. He quickly alerted the crew, but it was too late. At 11:40 p.m., the Titanic collided with the iceberg. This iceberg was enormous, about 200 by 400 feet, and weighing an estimated 1.5 million tons. The impact caused significant damage to the ship, creating holes in its hull. Captain Smith and ship architect Thomas Andrews quickly assessed the damage and realized the Titanic was doomed. They were stunned, having believed in the ship's unsinkability. The Titanic had a double-bottom hull and 16 watertight compartments. Unfortunately, the collision breached 6 of these compartments, exceeding the ship's capacity to stay afloat. At midnight, Captain Smith sent a distress call, hoping for nearby ships to come to their aid. Jack Phillips, the senior radio operator, sent out multiple distress signals, but responses were slow. At 12:20 a.m., the RMS Carpathia, about 107 kilometers away, received the distress call. However, it would take over 3 hours to reach the Titanic. Meanwhile, the crew began evacuating passengers, prioritizing women and children. Many passengers remained calm, believing the Titanic was unsinkable. The first lifeboat launched with only 28 people, despite having a capacity of 65. As the ship filled with water, panic set in, and chaos erupted. By 1 a.m., the Titanic's bow was underwater, and the rear rose high in the air. With only 20 lifeboats for about 2,200 people, there weren't enough to save everyone. At 2:05 a.m., the last lifeboat was lowered, leaving about 1,500 people still on board. Eyewitnesses reported chaos, with people crying and pleading for a chance to escape. At around 2:20 a.m., the Titanic broke in two and sank. In less than 3 hours, the so-called unsinkable ship was gone. Of the 1,500 people aboard, many drowned, while others succumbed to hypothermia in the freezing water. The RMS Carpathia arrived around 3:30 a.m., but it was too late to save most passengers. Investigations followed, revealing that the SS Californian, only 37 kilometers away, had not responded to the Titanic's distress signals because its radio operator had turned off the radio for the night. Had the Californian acted, many lives could have been saved. The inquiries placed much blame on Captain Lord of the Californian. But it was a collective failure across multiple parties. The Titanic disaster led to significant changes in maritime regulations, including the establishment of the International Ice Patrol and new lifeboat requirements. In September 1985, the Titanic wreck was discovered over 3,800 meters underwater, and today it's slowly deteriorating due to environmental factors. Even after 110 years, the Titanic continues to fascinate people. In 2012, a project to build a Titanic II was announced, but it faced numerous delays. The story of the Titanic serves as a reminder of the importance of safety and caution in all endeavors. Thanks for watching, And don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical stories.